Shiver me timbers. That is a colloquialism. I'm going to be doing a brief speech presentation on the subject of slang and colloquialism on the behalf of my oral communication class at New Life Theological Seminary. We know that slang has been around for quite some time, and we have heard slang terms in our communities, in our social activities. Also, just in our playful time, we've heard many various types of slang words and terms. But for the sake of our brief presentation here today, I want to use God's perfect number, 7. So I'm going to talk briefly about 7 various slang terms. One of them is, can you dig it? Meaning, do you understand? Number 2 is, what's up? Meaning, hello. Number 3, black power, meaning the united strength of blacks or African Americans. Number 4 is yo, meaning how you doing? And number 5 is you got it, meaning I feel good. And number 6 is you be illin', meaning you have some issues and some problems. And lastly, number 7 is, do you feel me? Meaning, do you understand what I'm saying? Now, we have heard those slang terms throughout the ages, but these are just a few I wanted to share some light on with you. Let me also just share 3 components of slang, which is, one of those components is that slang is often found in urban areas and referred to and considered to be taboo. Number 2, slang is also a language that occurs chiefly or primarily in casual speech. Thirdly, slang is a figure of speech that is used in place of standard terms and language. The most important thing about slang is that we must understand that the bottom line is, when we are speaking publicly or professionally, slang is never, absolutely never, to be used. The language should be spoken clearly and plainly as possible whenever we're speaking publicly and professionally. And we should make sure that our language is never tainted or distorted. Also, when it comes to colloquialisms, we'll just say, for instance, one colloquialism is, the pot can't call the kettle black, meaning that you can't talk about me and my problems and issues when you have problems and issues of your own. And we'll just say another colloquialism is that 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. That means that you have a 50% chance to make the right decision. 6 in one hand, a half dozen in the other. And now you might have heard this one also. People sometimes will use a colloquialism saying, your name is mud. Let me give you a little bit of history behind that. Now, there's a man by the name of John Booth who assassinated President Lincoln. And after he assassinated President Lincoln, he jumped over the balcony and injured his ankle. And a doctor by the name of Dr. Mudd, M-U-D-D, actually had worked on this person after he had assassinated President Lincoln. Dr. Mudd at this time, not knowing about the assassination. However, because his last name was Mudd, and due to him doing medical procedure on a person who had assassinated the president, then from this point on, his reputation was going to be ruined, his stature was going to be diminished, and his name would be Mud. That's where your name is Mud comes from. Okay, for now, that's all I have to say about slang and colloquialism. Have a good day.